Society has rules for how people should dress. If you're a female, you wear skirts and dresses, slender-fitting clothing, makeup, and jewelry. If you're a male, you wear jeans, basketball shorts, loose t-shirts, and hoodies. You must dress a certain way based on your gender, and dressing another way is seen as inappropriate. There are stereotypes based on one's gender. For example, if women wear tight-fitting, short outfits that reveal skin, they are considered slutty. Yet there seems to be no equivalent for men's clothing. We can clearly see these stereotypes in school dress codes and what clothing is allowed to be worn for women versus men. Female and male students alike can tell you unfair rules for the school dress code. Almost every girl can retell a story about how their shorts were too short, or they wore a shirt that revealed their shoulders or midriff and got dress code for it. Most dress codes don't allow clothing with vulgarity, drugs, and violent imagery or words. The most common thing one can see in a school dress code is that usually referring to feminine clothing, that shoulders are not allowed to be exposed. The reason for this, most people will tell you, is that shoulders are distracting in a classroom setting, mostly for men. And now if you think about that for a moment, you'll find that that's a pretty silly statement. The underlying message of this is that shoulder skin is sexual. The dress code is sexualizing legs and shoulders and stomachs, so girls have to cover them. This is saying that boys at school can't control themselves around women who wear these scandalous items of clothing, thus teaching them it's okay to react and act in a way where women's skin is distracting.
Again, if you think about these things, you'll find that it's pretty messed up. Private schools are known for their strict dress codes and how students can't deviate from that. An example is Iska Academy in England, where the summer months were approaching the school. The boys complained about their long pants being too hot and asked the administration if they could wear shorts instead. They said it was against the dress code and it couldn't be done, and the boys said okay and went home, but the next day they all came back in the girls' skirts, adhering to the dress code. Restrictions on clothes don't only happen at school. Another example was the famous artist Harry Styles wearing dresses and skirts on stage. Audiences had mixed reactions, as some loved the outfits while others were disgusted. In the end, clothing are just pieces of fabric and aren't defining. We shouldn't label someone based on what they're wearing in that one moment. We should have a dress code that stops sexualizing girls' bodies and insinuating that what they're wearing is provocative. We should have a dress code where girls aren't responsible for boys' actions and inability to learn or focus. A dress code where women and men have the same permissions and restrictions, and clothing choice is not restricted by gender. A step to create a more equal society is to let people be themselves and express who they are without fear of judgment from others. Clothes are just fabric and should not be our defining factor.